So, Thursday, May 16th, there's going to be the second semi-final from Malmö. Eurovision Song Contest, 17 more songs, 10 of them moving on to the final on Saturday, the 18th. This is my review of those songs. Again, this is just my personal opinion. I'm not a professional, I'm just a fan. And there's absolutely no reason to bash me if you disagree. If I say that your country's song is no good, that doesn't mean that I don't like your country, I don't like your people, whatever. It's one song. Unless you wrote it, there is absolutely no reason to get upset with someone who may not like it. So, get to the point. The show opens with a Latvian entry. It's a good way to open the show. That's probably the nicest thing I can say about this entry. It kind of opens the show with a flash. But the song itself is more than anything annoying. The title is nondescript, but it's just, there's nothing wrong with the song except that it just gets on my nerves. It's annoying. I think that it's catchy in an annoying way. Their outfits are annoying. No. This doesn't do anything for me. And it's one of my least favorite Latvian entries, like, ever. Sorry, Latvia. San Marino, next. They're going to be singing in Italian, which is good. The singer, she doesn't have the best track record in the contest. You may remember her from last year singing the Social Network song, which kind of bombed. They came 14th in their semi. But this song, I have to say, it is so much better. I like the theme of it. It's not just a standard boy meets girl kind of thing. I like it that they're trying to be a little original with the theme. And I think that the melody is very beautiful. And I think the singer does a good job. I think she puts her heart into it so much more than she did last year. So, definitely going the right way for San Marino. I like the video. I haven't seen the live performance. I've only seen the video, and I like that a lot. I think that they can do a lot with it on stage, with the theme of the song and everything. I just hope they don't do too much out of it, so that it distracts from the song. Like I talk about in my review of the first semi, it can get to be too much, so that you don't pay attention to the song, but only what's happening on stage. So if they do it right, I think this could be an entry worth watching. Good for you, San Marino. This is probably their best entry ever. That doesn't say much, they've only been in the contest a few times, but definitely going in the right direction. Best from San Marino so far, in my opinion. Macedonia next. Yes and no, I have to say. The melody is good, it's melodious, has a nice flow. It's bland. It's a bland entry that you forget quickly. It's very nice while you're listening to it. It's good that they're singing in Macedonian. I like that. But I think that the attempt that they made with the female singer to add some local color, some of their own traditional music, that just makes it weird more than authentic, in my opinion. So this could have been a lot better if they had come at it a different way. I don't hold out very high hopes for Macedonia. But Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan is a country to watch. They've won once in only, this is like their 5th time in the contest. And this is another quality entry from them. This singer is totally hot, and his voice is, he's not a great singer, but he's good. It's a perfectly fine voice. The melody is very beautiful, and I think his performance may be the best thing about it, because it's really heartfelt. Again, when I talk about their performance and everything, I'm talking about their national finals, of course, for these various countries, because that's what I've seen. Except in the few cases where I've only seen the video. But I've seen the live performance in Baku, when he won their national contest. And I think he gave a really heartfelt performance, which is something that a lot of the audience will like, and that's going to really help their case. I hope that they will keep the presentation as simple as they had it in the national contest, because it was pretty classy then, and that's what this song needs. A heartfelt performance, simple, classy presentation, and they could do really well with this. It's a very good song. It is, again, kind of bland, because this is a weak lineup. There are no really standout songs. But for this lineup, which of course is the context that you have to take my comments in, it's definitely one of the better. And a very good performance, I hope to see from Azerbaijan. I think this guy definitely has it in him to do well in Malmö. And then Finland, which is actually my favorite entry this year, because it's the only really fun entry that we're going to see. The singer, what can I say about her? She's not a great singer as such, but she's a pretty good performer and she's really hot. So they are probably going to get some votes from that, from the male half of the audience at least. The song is very catchy. It's definitely the catchiest song this year. This is one of the very few songs this year where you hear half the chorus and you got it. And that is always a huge help in this contest. It's a fun entry without being crap, which most of these so-called fun entries usually are. I love the video, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with it on stage. I think that the problem with this is that it is really fun, but that may not translate. Certainly if you don't know enough English to understand what she's singing about, it's going to be not fun, but just crazy. And she is supposed to be a little crazy, so that may be the only part that really comes through. So it may theoretically totally bomb, or in fact, even in practice, it may totally bomb. I hope not, because this is my favorite. I like this, and I'm definitely going to be voting for Finland. I'm happy that they are in our semi, so I'm going to vote for them, and hope to see them on the Saturday. Malta. Again, a pointless title. Lyrics are kind of weird. The singer's pretty good. A voice with some sort of character. I think that the song may be too unassuming. He is charming, but the entry as a whole is rather unassuming. However, in 2010 here in Oslo, this exact kind of thing worked pretty well for Belgium, as I recall. So maybe the Maltese are onto something here. It's a little old-fashioned. It's a nice entry. I like this. I've already forgotten it, even though I've listened to it 5 times. But as soon as I hear it, I will remember, oh, Malta. And yeah, it could have been a lot worse. And hopefully this simplicity, rusticity, is going to work in their favor like it did for Belgium. So, not at all shabby from Malta. Bulgaria. Singing in Bulgarian is always good. The melody is really catchy. And the problem with this song is that they blended sort of pop music with a lot of folk music elements, and that is really hard to call because it can really work, as we Norwegians have discovered, and it can also just really bomb. And that's very hard to predict what the audience is going to think of it. So I'm really struggling to call that. It is catchy, and I think that's something that's missing from a lot of the entries this year, so maybe that will work in the Bulgarians' favor. I think it's going to depend a lot on their presentation, that it doesn't get too overly folksy and people get distracted by that. We'll see. Iceland. I hope that they will really be singing in Icelandic. They have a nasty habit of doing everything in Icelandic right up until they get to the host country and suddenly it's all in English. And I like to hear someone singing in Icelandic. It's always an experience. This song is it's very beautiful. It's not memorable, but it's very beautiful while you listen to it, and hopefully that will jog some people's memories in the rerun section. The singer's pretty good. I'm not at all sure about his outfit and his hair. I hope they... yeah, ideally, at least change his outfit. Maybe even cut his hair. If people remember it long enough, it may do quite well. But they have a really bad slot. They're number 8, I think. Yeah, number 8. And that's not a good slot. And the big thing is going to be to get people to remember it, because it is a beautiful melody. And he performs it well, so there's nothing wrong with the entry. And again, what does bland mean in a lineup like this? Everything's bland. Except Greece, they're not bland. I don't know, is the Greek entry this year so dumb that it's fun? They have done well with this combo before though, this sort of overly folk music-y thing, where it is a pop song, but they just shove in all kinds of folk music elements, folk dance, whatever. They've done well with that, so I don't know. know, it may become annoying. It is quite repetitive. It is very catchy, however it is in Greek, so it's not that easy to sing along, but the title, when you first hear it, the title of the Greek song is Alcohol is Free. It's the only part of the song that is in English, the rest is in Greek. At first I thought the title was totally retarded, but the more I'm thinking about it, I think the title may actually be a stroke of genius. Greece is a dark horse this year. Good luck to them. I'll be interested to see how they'll do. Israel is next, and it's another beautiful ballad with a very striking chorus. I think the chorus is definitely the best part of this song. It's striking, but it does sound kind of familiar. That may not work in its favor. The singer, she's wearing a weird outfit, or again, this is in the national final, her outfit was weird, she had on too much bling, but she had a good voice. I mean, she has a good voice. She's in fact one of the best singers this year. And hopefully, if they can class it up a bit, make her outfit simpler, give a classy presentation, then that will really work in their favor. I think it has potential. It's not a standout, but there are almost no standouts this year, so what does that matter? And of course, I like that it's in Hebrew. Armenia is next. They are one of my countries to watch. One of the ones that I'm really looking forward to seeing what they come up with. But this year, I have been disappointed. The song is totally standard. There's nothing wrong with it as such, but I have come to expect great things from Armenia, and I feel like they've let us down this year. The chorus is kind of catchy, but the song is just, it's forgettable, and the singer is not good, or one might even say bad. So this is just totally run-of-the-mill, a letdown from Armenia, for me. Then Hungary. Again, another country that I've sent very good songs that I've liked a lot. This year it's original, if nothing else. It may be too weird to do all that well, but it's strangely soothing. When I listen to it, it's sort of, I don't know, it grows on me. It's really grown on me, and I like it now. I wonder how they're going to do the presentation of it. Probably very straightforward presentation, which means that it's, I don't know, it may be too strange to do very well, but it's, I like it. Strangely soothing. Then, next up is Norway. I don't praise my own country because it's my own country. I praise the songs that I like, and if I don't like them, I slam them. So, I actually usually prefer it if our song sucks ass, because then I can't be suspected of leaning in a nationalistic fervor towards, you know, I'm not, obviously not biased, like last year. Who could enjoy that song? Obviously someone did, but it's much easier for me to make you guys believe that I don't play favorites when we really suck. But this year, ours is actually one of the strongest entries of the entire lineup. The thing is though, that doesn't say much, because the lineup is so weak. But I really think that we have one of the best songs this year. I've always liked the song ever since it was first presented in our national contest. I didn't like the title, because the title is totally stupid. Our song is called I Feed You My Love, which I have no idea what that means, because the title doesn't connect with the lyrics. The lyrics are full of imagery, but nothing that has anything to do with the title, so the title is just weird and pointless. However, I have changed my mind about the title. I think this year it may be to our advantage, because there are so many songs this year with totally nondescript titles. You and Me, You, Tomorrow, Something, Shine, Believe in Me. So a really fucked up weird title. At least you'll remember it, right? It may be to our advantage. And it is a strong entry. It's very modern. So I'm hoping that we'll have a lot of the younger part of the audience on our side. The singer's very beautiful. She has a good voice. The lyrics are weird, but a lot of the audience aren't going to understand English well enough to get that, so that's not a problem. The melody's striking. It's very modern, but in its way, it is actually quite a beautiful song, and I think we are definitely a contender this year. I hope we're not a winner, because that's going to be really, really expensive. But I think we have the chance to do really well this year. Fingers crossed, actually. For once, I would like to see us do well. Because this year, we actually deserve it. I only want us to do well when we deserve it. That's my thing. Next, Albania. Well, they're not going to be blowing us out of the water. People are going to be remembering us fondly when they hear the Albanian song. I mean, seriously, they've sent a lot of entries that have been no good, and this year they've done it again. And the chorus is kind of catchy, I'll give them that. But the problem is it takes so long to get to the chorus. The opening is so weak, and the singers are not good. No. They're not getting anywhere. Sorry, Albania. Better luck next year. It's great to have you here. But, no. Try again, please. Georgia is another one of my countries to watch. They've sent some very good songs previously, and I'm not disappointed in them, at least. This is a beautiful ballad, a beautiful duet. It's not very catchy, but it's very beautiful to listen to. The singers are good, they make a really cute couple, and they build up to this it's one of the real Balkan ballads. One of the real power ballads that we have this year, so, yeah. I like Georgia this year. They're not very memorable. There are no memorable songs, but definitely a strong entry for this lineup from Georgia. Switzerland, maybe the weirdest entry of this year. The presentation is quite confusing, and I hope that they'll change it. It's a very catchy melody, but it's really wasted on those lyrics. It may be fun to watch, but I think it will probably bomb. It's very strange, you know. They're the Salvation Army, and it sounds like a run-of-the-mill standard love song. So I wish they had chosen a totally different theme for their song, because the melody is very catchy. But like I said, it's wasted on those lyrics. And then the show closed this on Thursday with Romania. This is another of my favorite countries. But this year, again, I have to disappoint. The song is kind of catchy, I guess. But the performance is just bizarre. Again, talking about their national final. He has got to lose those grimaces. Seriously. He scares me. And the falsetto? This entry could have been quite good, but they have made so many weird and bad choices that unfortunately I think, no. I don't think Romania is going to go very far this year, and that is so sad because I would love to see Romania win. You guys have to win, but you're not going to win with this. You've got to do better. Please come back stronger next year. So that's the second semi. Again, hard to call because the lineup is weak. That's really the word for it. We're gonna go through, I'm pretty sure. We are actually the best in this contest. Sorry, not in the contest, in the semi. But one of the best in the contest too. Other than that, Azerbaijan. It's so hard to call. Greece. Yeah, I hope Israel. Georgia, probably. Fingers crossed, especially for Finland, but feeble. Slightly better than Tuesday, but no, it's a bad year. Too bad for the Swedes, but yeah, it is a bad year.